Hello, friends, and welcome to the first week of Get A Clue Readathon. Let's dive in. We are monsters. We give and we take. You're going to see a lot of chaos in this vlog, okay? Let's just be prepared. I wouldn't be a rainy special if it wasn't a little chaotic. There's a lot of B-roll. There's a lot of things going on. So without further ado, let's just get to the jiggity vlog. First night of Clue. So if you're doing it, great, fabulous. Let us know what team you're on. If you've seen the first prompt, what are you reading? That sort of thing. I'm reading Reckless. So that's what I'm doing. And I need to spin my wheel in a minute to see what team I'm reading for because I don't know. I did not. I can say it now, I guess. Hold on. Where is my spinner? I have my little wheel. But it is. It has a lot of problems. It was not the best one that I have bought from Amazon, so I probably need to buy a different one because this one's not very good. It's taped here because it's just broken. So anyway, all the colors are obviously the same colors except for white. I made the dark blue, and then orange was my choice. But all the other ones, like green is green, blue is peacock. Yellow, you get the gist. All right, here we go. I'm reading for... That landed on yellow. Mustard. I'm reading for Mustard. There you go. Good morning, friends. You get a phone clip because my sister asked to borrow my camera last night to take pictures of her boyfriend for his graduation ceremony. So I'm without my camera. It's fine. This is the first official, not official technical day of Clue because Clue started yesterday on the 31st, but it's the first day of February. I've not really vlogged or done a lot yet. You've seen clips of sprints and things, which that was very exciting. Also, my first time with over 100 people on a sprint, which was a little stressful, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, we have lots of updates for you. I have a book haul for you. I have a vlog update for you, all the things. So I actually am part of Aardvark Book Box, and in January, I ordered these 2 books, right? And then my books got lost in the mail. Finally sent me books, and so I'm very excited to finally have them. So I got The Reformatory by Tanner Dew because I've heard really good things about this. I am a little scared. I know it can have racism commentary in it, which is not a bad thing. I'm not scared about that. But I've heard really fantastic things about this, and so I've just been interested in picking it up. So we'll see if I ever get to it. It's a 600-page horror book though. And then I picked up Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. And I actually have no interest in reading Lana Ferguson. The only reason I picked this one up is because she's going to be at Villains and Vixens, and she's one of the more popular romance contemporary authors, and so I figured I should read a book from her if I like it, and then I can get her to sign it and all the stuff, and so this one sounded interesting to me. So that's what I got from Aardvark. And then I picked up, as you saw, I am spinning and playing for Colonel Mustard this round, and so I'm reading Reckless by Lauren Roberts. Now, Reckless is comfort and cozy to me, okay? It's they're living reckless and wild and free with the wind in their hair, okay? That is my justification for this. And I am 33% in. I'm not hating this, but I'm not loving this either, okay? So let's talk about Powerless. We all know Powerless is not a well-written book, okay? There's literally no explanation for why those trials are happening. There are plot holes that are bigger than the ozone layer, okay? There are plot holes. I do admit that. But the banter was bantering and the tension was tensioning. And so that is what ultimately gave me the 5-star vibes. That is Powerless. Then we get to Powerful, and while I liked that book, it lacked substance for me because I feel the relationship was cursed from the start, and I can't say anything about that. So I just was eh. And then we get to Reckless, and I've heard a lot of people say that also Powerless, was very much Hunger Games reminiscent, and she didn't have any thoughts of her own, and that Reckless, she steers way off course of this, and that's really, really good, and people have been saying this is way better than Powerless. However, I don't agree with them, only because we're 130 pages in, and it's just the same conversations over and over again, and there's not much plot. While the banter is still bantering, because Lauren Roberts knows how to write banter, does that make up for the lack of plot? And what I keep discovering about myself as a reader over, the last couple of years is that I need a well-established plot. I do need a plot. It doesn't matter if I love the characters. If there's not a plot, I can't just read an in-depth character study. I can't just read about a relationship. Okay, well, outside of Magnolia Parks, because that does not have a plot, and I'm obsessed. That's the one exception. So this is not bad, and I'm having a good time, but it's not my most favorite thing I've read in the world. It'll probably be a 4 stars, which is not bad, but like I was hoping for 5-star energy, especially when people do say that this one is better, but it's just not hitting me the same. I am excited that I'm finally getting to this though, so that I can be caught up for Fearless in April or May whenever it ends, and then I can actually read that with everybody. So I will finish this today. I have about a little under 300 pages left, but I can finish this today. I am getting ready to go to the park with my kids to have a mommy play date with a couple of other moms from this Bible study that I'm a part of. So I need to go get ready for that. And then I need to grocery shop. I have more sprints tonight that we're doing. I also want to start learning how to color. I got a Spooky Cutie coloring book for Christmas, and I started coloring a page, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, it's fine, but I was like, I don't understand how people make their coloring books look so nice. And so I've fallen into the world of color talk, and I'm literally obsessed. And so I want to be able to make cool coloring stuff. And so I grabbed the fancy markers for that, the Ahua, whatever markers they are, you know? And I have 48 of them, and I'm very excited to hopefully get to fix my coloring situation. So that is the plan. Anyway, we'll see what I get to today. I also need to work on my reading journal today. I need to make my February spread. I'm using these beautiful stickers from Sticky Club, which I'm very excited about. So, you know, we'll see what we get to, friends. We'll see what we get to. The day is young. We'll see. All right, I've been talking for 5,000 years. I will catch back with you in a little bit. Hello, friends. I got my camera back from my sister, but I'm pretty sure she drained all of my batteries. So this update might not be very long. It is February 2nd. We are on room 2, but I am not on room 2. I'm still on room 1. Yes, I am behind in my own readathon, and I've not been vlogging because I haven't had my camera and I've been lazy. But I'm back, okay? Here, let's talk. Let's chickadee talk. I'm still reading Reckless. Last update you got was for Reckless. I'm now 75% into Reckless. I just don't care, if we're being honest. And when I was discussing it with my friends today, I realized why I don't care. It's because, one, it is a journey book, okay? It's a journey book. I hate journey books. I just don't care for them because you know what they do? They abandon all plot and just do character work. And while I think that character work is important and that character work has its time and its place, you need plot, my friend. And this has no plot. Literally has none. The thing that happened at the end of book 1 is continuing, but all they're doing is going on a journey to do something about what happened at the end of book 1. But like, nothing is happening. Nothing is changing. We're not gathering a lot of new information. The same plot holes that were in book 1 are still existent in book 2. There's literally no resolve. So like, I don't understand why people say that this book was better and that this book is everything and that this book is fabulous. Like, the banter is still great. Like, I mean, Lauren Roberts still knows how to write banter, but like, this is not impressing me. Like, this is probably going to be a 3.5 star. I thought it was for sure going to be a 5. I loved Powerless and that was a 5, even though that book had so many issues. Like, it was vibes. This is not vibes. And I'm sad about it. I am quite sad, but I guess that's the way the cookie freaking crumbles sometimes. So it is what it is. So I will finish that, and I'm going to log that for Mustard. They'll get it for cumulative points because I'm behind. And then, if you watched my video from Sunday, I finished my February journal, and I've just been updating my January one as well, but this is what February ended up turning out like, which is pretty great, I will say. But I do like that I just updated my January stats page, and I actually colored in all the pie graphs and stuff, and so that was fun. So, I've been working on that tonight. And then I actually am going to hopefully finish Reckless tonight. Because one, I need to read the next book for the conservatory, which is I'm reading Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix, because this has a lava lamp with glass on the cover, and the prompt is to read a book with glass or windows. So if you watched my TBR, that was why this was on here. However, it's 500 pages. I do have the audio through Spotify. And I'm afraid I'm not going to like this because, you know, I don't always love a good Grady Hendrix book. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Okay? We're going to try it. I also need to get Ace of Spades this week, which actually, it works for the next prompt. And that's all I'm going to say. Which the prompt will already be out by the time that you see this vlog. So I'm not spoiling anything. But it also is a buddy read that I'm doing with Brittany, Julie, Leandra. And Kelsey. So I need to, jump on this. I'm a little hesitant just because it is YA. I had such a good time with The Good Girl's Guide to Murder like 2 weeks ago, and that was YA, that I'm hoping this is the same. But I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but I'm excited to see how it goes. So hopefully I will make progress on this. I will get to start this, and I will finish this before I go to bed tonight, because honestly that's really what I need to do. So I'm gonna go clean up the house a little bit before bed, listen to Reckless, get it motherfucking done, and I will come back to you with a Final update. Also, today was just a very hectic day in general. I uploaded a lot of stuff. I had to talk about a secret passageway, which that was crazy. We had to do prompt number 2. I had to ask teams for clues. I had to tell clue placements. Like, today was a very crazy moment in Clue. One for the books, we will say. But I'm having a great time. There's almost 500 people in the readathon, and we are moving and grooving, friends. We are moving and grooving. So, with that being said, I need to stop talking to y'all and get ish done. Hello, friends. You know what time it is. Conversations with Rainy and the Gosh. Anyway, we are moved on to the conservatory, but we should probably do an update first on Reckless. And I just want to say, I finished Reckless this morning, and I was very surprised at the ending. I think that was a wild ending. I ended up going with a 4-star just because of the ending, even though, in honesty, nothing happens in this book. But I did not expect what happened at the end, and I think it's really shitty, and also it's going to be a very intriguing plot in the final book. So I can't wait to see where that goes. So I would say that Powerless series is probably like a 4-star series overall. I've actually gotten lower as we've gone. I did 5 stars for Powerless, 4 stars for Powerful. I almost did 3.5 for this, or 3.75, but I think I landed on a 4. But anyway, I think it's just a solid 4-star series. But I did record it for the lounge, and then I actually spun again so I could see what team I was going to be reading for this time, and I'll put the spinner wheel up here as it's going. I ended up getting Colonel Mustard again. Now, if I get Mustard again next time, I won't pick Mustard. I'll do another team, but Mustard is getting my points again, which is only fitting because they actually won the first round, which nobody knows. Unless you watch this video, Colonel Mustard did win the first round. So that was very exciting. A small but mighty team, a small but mighty win. So anyway, I'm reading for them, and I'm reading this chunker. I'm reading Witchcraft for Wayward Girls because I want to read this because I know Gabby is reading this, and Kayla from Books and Lala, and a lot of people are reading this for like their book clubs soon. Plus, I always read the new Grady Hendrix, even though I don't ever love it. But this one is going well. I'm 13% in. And so this one is about this girl named Fern. And she is 15 and pregnant, and so she gets sent by her dad, like this is in the 70s, this wayward school where like a bunch of pregnant girls go, and basically they live there until they have the baby, and then they get to go back to their regular lives. And so that's already Etch-a-Sketch. I'm sure there's going to be creepy things going on. But apparently there's witchcraft in this somehow. I've heard a lot of people say that this reads historical, and if it does, I don't see that. I'm really liking this, but I can already tell that there's going to be some really brutal blood and birth scenes, and I don't know how I'm going to handle that, because like once you've had a baby and you've gone through that trauma, and yes, it is trauma on your body, I don't know if I want to relive that and reread that, you know, but I'm really liking it so far. Like, I'm having a good time. Like, it's interesting. Like, not a lot has happened, but like, I don't know, I'm liking it. You know what's funny though is that my best friend, who I read a lot of books from them, just wrote a new book, and not that their book is like this, like I can't say, but like it's giving the same vibes to me. And so like it's just interesting. So anyway, I can't wait to continue and see how this goes. I am so glad that I'm having a good time with this. Although now that I look at this, I realize that this copy is, unless this is on purpose, which I don't think that it is, this copy is messed up, and I didn't catch that when I bought it. But if you look at the top, like there's parts of it missing, and I don't think that that was intentional. Oh well, I don't really care. I mean, I'm probably not going to end up selling this, hopefully. I hope it keeps going in a direction that I am enjoying. So anyway, that's my update. I'm going to go into circus now. I'm sure I'll put some sort of circus clip, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Today is not a very uneventful day. It's been not the greatest because I had problems with Lincoln at school, and I'm just trying to stay afloat, friends. Trying to stay afloat. Wait. And ladies, ready? Here we go. All right, boys. Wait. Not yet. Wait. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've never been to the spark.
apologize in advance. One, for the setup. I'm in my bathroom. I'm curling / now doing the straightening of my bangs. Actually, no, I can't do the bangs until I put concealer on. I'm going to put that on and then we'll talk. Okay, friends, you're gonna hear TV in the background because Eloise is watching TV so that I can finish my hair. I do have a circus show today, which also, I forgot that like makeup and concealer can like hide stuff, and I have pimples and shit that you've been seeing on my face that's been like bothering the heck out of me the last couple days. But that's not what we're here to talk about in this update. We're here to talk about Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, and then a whole nother book entirely, because I've read a whole other book since then, and this is why I haven't updated. So I was reading Witchcraft for Wayward Girls for the conservatory. Actually, I've read 2 books. Shit. Okay, anyway, I was reading it for the conservatory, which was room number 2, because it has glass, lava lamp on the cover, as we talked about. I got to 36% and I had to DNF, and I'm very sad, and I've already actually sold the book on Pango. Why did I have to DNF it, you ask? Because, now hear me out. I get that witchcraft books can be witchcrafty, but they normally don't go like the satanistic, occult, like, evil route, and so like I normally don't have a problem with it, but this one did, and it went kind of in a horror place where it was kind of going a direction I couldn't really follow. And so then I like went and watched spoiler things to see if like, okay, maybe it's just like that one scene that was kind of like for me, but it wasn't. It was a lot of scenes, unfortunately. So I had to DNF, and I'm sad about it. And yes, somebody's already bought it. I really was liking it, and I almost was going to continue on, but I feel like I was just hearing God telling me not to finish it. And I know I don't talk a lot about my religion, so I'm not going to keep it very, I'm not going to talk a lot further about this, but I just felt like I'm not supposed to read it, and I stopped, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'm sad about it, and I had to move on. So then, if I'm giving an update, I might as well grab the book. I then switched to The Promised Neverland Volume 2, because this is a fun little like horror fantasy manga, which I'm really liking. And this one, yes, it does have glass on the cover. There are tiny little light bulbs, and light bulbs are made out of glass. So I sanctified it. I didn't have 3 volumes to like count this for 300 points for Mustard, but fun fact, Mustard won the first round, so I didn't feel that bad about it. But yeah, and I am reading for Mustard again. So yeah, I read this. It was kind of boring. This was a 3-star. It wasn't a very exciting episode in the manga. I am going to continue on with the series, but like, it was just okay to me. So I just think I'm also not in a manga mood right now, but this is all I had, and I had to make things work so that I could get to the kitchen, which the kitchen's prompt was to read a book with a pattern on the cover. And there are 2 books that I really, really need to read, like both for vlog purposes, but I picked the one that was going to be a buddy read so that I would have friends to chat with, and I'm just going to post a picture of that on the screen. And that is Ace of Spades by Fairyde Abike Iyamide. Wow, I like rolled that off the tongue. It's because I heard someone say it like a little bit ago. And that one, if you don't know. Hey friends, the air's on. My makeup might be a little smudgety smudged. I tried to fix it as best I could. I took off what I could, and I also fell asleep on the couch after my circus show, which I didn't get any actual clips of me doing circus because I wasn't doing circus, I was singing, but I didn't record myself, and my husband couldn't because he had both kids. Because I forgot to invite my sisters on accident. Also, the air's on. We're just going to deal with all the things, all the chaos that's going on. However, I was talking about Ace of Spades. So my family came in, and I turned off the camera and stopped. So I'm here to finish giving that update, okay? I did read all of Ace of Spades over the last couple of days. I'm doing it as a joint buddy read with Brittany, Leandra, Julie, and Kelsey. And me. Brittany finished before all of us because I told them all that they could use this for the 3rd prompt, and it wasn't dropping for like 3 more days. So they all waited on me, and then Brittany just read it. And so then I finished it, and then Julie finished it, and Leandra and Kelsey are in the middle of it right now. And so we're all updating each other. However, I can't actually share a lot of thoughts about this in this video specifically because it is for a secret vloggy vlog. And I know you're probably like, dear God, Rainy, what can you share? I can say overall that I liked this book. That's all I'm really going to say. It was good. I will say it has very, very, very good commentary on racism, classism. Like, it really blew me away of how dark the content was. I wasn't expecting. And I think a really great, like, book that I would recommend if you really liked this, or if you liked, was Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson. And Brittany actually made that connection. I love both of those books, and those both books are both spectacular. So I would recommend this. That's all I'm going to say here, but I'm not going to give you like my full, like, everything shout thoughts into the void, okay? You're gonna have to come to a different vlog at a later time for that. And let me tell you, it's gonna be a fun one, okay? But that's what we read for The Kitchen. I logged every bonus point for this because it's by a BIPOC author, it's by a queer author, it has a murder mystery in it, it is a host favorite, and it has red on the cover primarily. And I was reading this for Team Scarlet. So they just got a crap ton of points from me. I will say I need to spin for which team I am reading for the ballroom. So that is a clue. We're going to the ballroom very soon. And decide what I'm going to be reading for that. I'm going to drop a voting poll into my patrons, my Patreon channel tonight to let them know, like, give them a hint of, like, what we're going to be reading for. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to... In fact, let me get my spinner wheel right now. So far, I've read For Mustard twice and Scarlet once, and we're gonna see who I'm reading for next for the ballroom. So here we go. Plum. Awesome. Okay, so I will be reading for Plum next. So now I'm going to pick a couple of books out that I could read for the ballroom, that I need to read for the ballroom. Honestly, I'm going to post an emoji thing in my Patreon, and I will post a picture here of like the poll that I give them. It's all going to be emoji based, so they're not going to know what they're actually voting for. I will let you know in this vlog what the options are, because I think that'll be fun, but I still won't tell you what the prompt is. Can you guess from that? All right, let's go. Let me pick some books.
Just like a dream, you and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss. Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year. Look how we hold on through the toughest of times. We still stand strong. Through pavement we will grow. Forever we will grow.
I just ordered tickets for me and my son to see Dogman, the movie, tomorrow. Am I excited to see Dogman? No. Is my son obsessed with those comic books and graphic novels, and this is his first movie in theaters? Yes. Also, I so forgot to say, there's a new Jurassic World, which if we don't know, I'm obsessed. Obviously, Jurassic Park is my baby. I actually have a very special secret announcement coming. I don't know when yet. I have to plan the details out with somebody else for something Jurassic-y coming to you very soon. But I'm obsessed with Jurassic Park, in case you didn't know that and you live under a rock by now, because I talk about it all the time. But this one looks like kind of a modge or like mesh between Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and I'm so freaking excited. I don't even care. However many Jurassic movies come out, I will be there. I will be there, okay? But that's not what we're here to talk about again. So I decided to go with Onyx Storm just as like a bonus book in the background, like while I'm reading other books, because like I said, the audio goes away on the 11th and it is the 8th, and I need to read 500 pages. How rude, my timer interrupted me. I'm almost 100 pages in now. I am on chapter 9. I've heard shit gets crazy in chapter 10, so I'm gonna at least get to there tonight. But is it bad if I say that I don't really understand a lot of what's happening? Like, and I just read Iron Flame, but I'm confused. All the political talk is confusing me. And I feel like I'm not enjoying parts of this as much as I should. Also, I was like starting to like Dane again, and then Dane did something shitty, so I'm back to not liking Zane, and I just have a lot of questions. I feel like I need to just trust the process and keep going with this book, but I fear that if I don't love this, the series, the journey is over for me, and I will be a little sad about that. I will be a little sad, but it's fine. So we're going to keep reading this as a bonus book. And I am currently waiting on my patrons to vote for my ballroom book, which you might not see it in this vlog, but I'm going to start the new vlog literally right after this one. So you'll probably see the results in that one. But I need to package up some bookmarks. I sold a couple today. These actually went really, really well. So I definitely am excited for next year. And I already have like a cool design ready, but like I like how these ones came out. So I need to package some of those. I sold 2 books on Pango. I need to finish cleaning my office and clean the living room and just keep listening to this. Anything I can do to keep listening to this audiobook, because I would love to end the day at like 25%. And I think it said I was 14 or 15% in. So if I could get 10 more % read, that'd be excellent. But I'm actually sprinting with my patrons right now. So I'm going to go pop back into the chat and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, friends, I'm here to close out this vlog. But first, let me show you the 4 books that I gave my patrons to vote on. So the first one had a star, a fire, and a crown. And I don't actually own this book, so I will hold up the Kindle edition because I know I had just started it on Kindle, or at least I had downloaded it onto my Kindle. I'm literally 1 chapter in, which is why I said that this could be an option. So let me pull it up. No, that's not what I wanted. My Kindle is starting to get slow, and it's making me think that I should buy a new one. Okay, the Kindle is taking too long, and that's just making me think that I'm going to save money to buy a new Kindle, probably the Kindle Color Soft, if we're being honest, so I'll just pop up a picture on the screen. The first one was Lady of Shadows by Melissa K. Rourke, because I need to read it this month anyway for my Patreon book club. We are continuing on with our series Read Along in my top tier, and we're on book 2. And I want to finish this whole series and get to Reign of Shadow and Endings before I meet her in September for Villains and Vixens, but we'll see if I get there. And the next option that I gave them was a moon, a tree, and a castle emoji. And that was for 2 Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillick, which I kept remembering I had said that this would work for Clue, and I was like, what was I supposed to use it for? It could have worked for the patterns one, but I didn't use it for that. However, I read One Dark Window last year, and it was on my favorites list, and I haven't read this one yet. So I feel like I need to finish this series out, and then I'll have finished a duology. I'm knocking down my series, all of that good stuff. And the next one that I gave them was a wave emoji, a star, and a mermaid, and that is for Ocean of Sins and Starlight by Karina Halley. And this is actually the book that my patrons voted on to read for this month, and I actually need to read it for a couple of things. I need to read it for Coffin Covers Challenge, I think Buzzword, and then also hopefully for this. So we'll see if I get to read that. And then the last one, I went kind of rogue, and it wasn't on my TBR. I almost put Onyx Storm, To Be Kind to Myself, but then I figured you would all vote for that and you'd know what it was, because I was going to put a dragon and lightning and like one other thing. And so I put a witch, an octopus, and an egg emoji, and that was for Someone You Can Build a Nest In by John Wiswell, which I actually got this from my friend Becca. I won her giveaway for like her best books of the year. I am very excited to read this. I've heard it's like a whimsical fantasy horror, and I just want to read it. So maybe I'll get to this. I don't know. We'll see what I'm reading in the next vlog, because like I said, I'm going to end this vlog here. I know there wasn't like too much crazy stuff, but we will have a bigger and better next week, I hope. So I'm just going to start the next vlog right after we finish this one. You'll probably see me in the same outfit to let you know about things that we're doing for the following week. And I need to get ready for another announcement for Clue that's coming out either Monday or Tuesday, but it's not a room drop. And with that being said, And so thanks for watching this vlog. Thanks for getting all of the hints if you have. If you're in Clue, I absolutely love you so much. I'm so glad that you're participating with us. And I want to do a special thank out to all of my patrons and my friends themed Patreon. I love you very much there. If you're interested in joining us, all the information is underneath this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to all of my social media handles at rainybluereads. And with that, my friends, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.